The following program is rated TV MAV. It contains violence and nudity. It is intended only for mature audiences.
And we're recording now. Hey, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
Good. Hey, welcome to our podcast. It used to be what really chaps my ass, but we changed it to Marty and Vern's Rant Room. So we're going to be talking basically the same thing. And the actually the intro on the disclaimer is still available or still the same, so don't be getting nude and stuff. It's not rated for that. So we can still do it. I'll add that to it and we'll go from there. So I would say what really chaps your ass, but actually, what do you want to rant about this week? What's on your plate?
What all the young kids or anybody that's filling out an online job application,
Yeah.
when they ask you male, female, or how you identify as.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, what kind of bullshit is that?
Okay, that's playing into the woke crap that got everybody else in trouble. I mean, what do you identify as? Or I've seen, in addition to that, it's what sex were you assigned at birth?
Oh, I haven't seen that one yet.
Yeah, I've seen that. And I'll take you one step further too. I do a lot of stuff on YouTube, and this podcast is on YouTube as well. They also ask you your pronouns.
No shit. No, I haven't even seen that one either.
Yep. They ask you your pronouns. I thought, oh man, what kind of crap is that?
What the hell is this world coming to?
Well, I know it.
It's bullshit.
It is totally. And that's one reason I'm convinced why, one of many reasons I'm convinced Trump got elected by a landslide, because the Democrats are all about pronouns and identifying with, and whatever makes you feel good is what you should go with. I guess I could identify as, I don't know, anything, a truck driver. Doesn't make me a truck driver just because I identify it as. So same thing. That's some of the crap that's part of this world today.
Oh,
It's just
it's total horseshit. What if they write down on a job application they identify as a fucking cat? Then what?
Well,
Then what? Do they discriminate against the cat, or what the fuck are they gonna do?
Well, they're probably gonna have to provide a litter box for that employee.
Well, yeah.
If that was the case.
Or they're gonna look at that and say, "Well, we ain't hiring this dumbass." Fuck.
Well, then it's discrimination.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So they could take it for all kinds of bullshit. So
it's just I couldn't believe that. I was skimming through there and seen that, and I thought, you got to be fucking kidding me.
Yep.
What happened to just plain male and female? You got all these Democrat fucking leftist liberal bullshit going on to find a fucking job.
Yeah. I wonder who clicks or checks the box that says other.
Yeah.
What's an other?
Yeah, what's the other? Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just they ought to have other. And then they click on it, and then your choices come up, dumbass of the year or some fucking thing like that.
There you go. That's
Yeah,
truth in hiring.
yeah. It's God. I couldn't believe it.
Yep.
This country is just gone to shit.
Yep. And YouTube, I saw that just today or yesterday. What is your pronoun? Oh, okay.
Oh,
Uh
unreal, unreal. And it's just like I seen something the other day. Millennial anti-theft device on a car. The third
uh
pedal.
uh
The
uh
third pedal.
the third pedal,
Yeah.
which
You got
means
the gas pedal, the brake, and the clutch.
oh, yeah.
You know,
That'll
and it's
do it.
fucking stupid. Hell, when we
Yeah,
went to driver's ed, we had to learn. I think we had to take 1 day on a car with a clutch.
but we never drove a car with a clutch.
Not in driver's ed, no.
Not in driver's ed.
No, we just had to spend 1 day in the parking lot with a car with a clutch.
Yeah. Yeah. That reminds me, um, Quentin Tarantino movies, like Pulp Fiction and Reservoir Dogs and stuff like that. Great, great movies. He he thought it was funny that some robbers were running away from a bank that they just robbed, and they hopped into a car that they were going to rip off for a getaway car, and it was manual transmission, and none of them could drive a manual. Just stopped them in their tracks. He said,
Yeah, yeah,
"That's funny," and
yeah.
yeah, I
And
thought that was funny.
I taught my wife how to drive a 4-speed in
Yeah,
my 63 Super Sport,
yep,
and it has small block Chevy with a M22 rock crusher, and I taught her how to drive a 4-speed. Taught all my kids how to drive a 4-speed.
uh huh,
Out in the farm, I'd had a car with a 4-speed. They drove it around the farm.
yeah.
And the way, and I don't know if you remember this, the way I learned to drive a 4-speed is in Dad's wrecker,
Uh,
that
no,
72 wrecker.
yeah, I remember the wrecker, the 4-speed, but I remember when we lived on a farm for a year when we were young before we got our license. That's how I knew how I learned how to drive a shift. Dad's
What was,
old 55 pickup or the black and white one.
yeah, I don't remember that.
Yeah, I remember learning on that. And that's how I learned how to drive. Of course, we we did motorcycles and everything. Yeah,
Oh
that's
yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
and Dad. I remember driving when Dad got the wrecker. I told him, I said, I don't know how to drive it. He's a good way to find out. Get in it and go. So that's what I
really.
did. Yep, got in it
Yeah.
and go. Had to figure it out myself.
And you did,
Oh
I
yeah,
think.
yeah.
Yeah. And
On the
then that
I
transferred into semis later on.
Oh yeah, and there you have truck drivers nowadays that have restrictions on their driver's license for automatic only.
Oh, they do.
Oh
Oh,
yeah, oh
uh,
yeah. People don't know how to shift gears. They don't know how
no,
to run a clutch.
no, no.
It is the dumbest fucking thing. I just
Or
I don't,
when they try to learn, they usually burn out the clutch.
yeah, yeah, or
Yeah.
start off in third instead of first.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
oh, it's just
It's like, yeah.
unreal, unreal.
But
Of
I
all the
guess that that's just, I don't know, not old school stuff that's gone out of habit, because it hasn't, because you could still buy a manual
You
car
can,
these days.
yeah, few and far between,
Yeah, but
but
you
you
can
can.
still get it. You
Yeah.
can still get it.
Yep.
I know it's been years since I had a manual car, but I did in the late 80s. That 68 El Camino I
Yep.
had a four
Yep.
speed in it.
Yeah.
And I know I was, well, when Julie and I went out to Albuquerque this year, we stayed with Lou, and Lou and I have known each other since the early 80s when I was in the service. And he's got a uh, 14 Mustang, uh, 4 speed, 5 speed. Yeah. And he asked me if I wanted to drive it. And I said, I can't. Well, I can't use my left leg as well as I could in the
Yep.
past. So
Yep.
I just do automatic, but I can still drive a 4 speed,
Yeah.
and I could burn them off, but I just can't drive it. Yeah. My left leg just doesn't do the clutch like it used to. And
Oh yeah.
although if I had, flaps like on an F1 car
Oh yeah. Paddle
on the
shifter.
steering wheel, yeah, I could do that, I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh
I
yeah.
think so.
Yeah.
That'd
That's
be fun.
yeah. It is. It's some cars nowadays. You can do both. They'll have
Paddle or automatic
automatic
or
floor
man.
shifter. Then you can move it over to manual, and then they have paddle shifters on the steering wheel.
No, I could do that.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of a, I mean that's kind of fun.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah, it
I'd
is.
love to drive a Formula One car or an Indy car and try
Yeah,
that.
that would be fun.
That
That would.
would be fun.
Yeah, you
That
can
to
do that.
me,
You can do that at Nashville. You can run Indy cars or NASCAR.
really,
Yep.
uh, both of them, either or.
Yeah.
What Indy cars do they have, a like a road course for
No,
you
we
to?
go around the racetrack at Nashville.
Oh, okay,
Well, it's a NASCAR track.
just a circle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
okay. Yeah, that
Yep.
would be fun. That would be on. In fact, Julie was almost, she looked into buying me uh, a Formula One ride for my 60th this year, this
Oh
or
yeah.
last year. But she said it was really expensive.
Oh yeah.
So she just bought me a skydive. So
Yeah.
I went skydiving instead.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it was a lot cheaper, and that wasn't well, I guess it was fairly cheap. It was under $500, which
Yeah.
wasn't too bad. That was with the
Video package and everything.
yep,
Yep.
everything like
Oh
that
yeah.
with a
Yep.
GoPro. So I didn't think that was too bad.
No, no, that ain't bad. No,
Yeah, that
that
ain't
ain't
bad.
no.
And that's once in a lifetime experience. So,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
or twice if I want to go again, or whatever.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Now,
So there's all kinds of stuff that you can do. But
oh
uh
sure.
have you been watching, of course I'm sure you're down in uh Tennessee. You've been hearing a lot about it. Um even up there, even though it was in New Orleans,
Oh
that
yeah. Yeah.
attack, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. the guy that drove into the crowd
Yep.
and the
Yep.
cops blew his ass away.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
It's
it goes back to the same thing. You play stupid games, you're going to win stupid prizes.
yeah.
You
That's
know,
true.
I don't know what people are thinking.
Oh,
It
I don't
just
either.
boggles my mind. I don't understand it.
I don't either. I don't
Maybe
either.
they're trying to be movie of the week. Hell, I don't know.
Well, I guess if they're lucky, but yeah, yeah, just like school shootings and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah,
Same way. They just want to be the movie of the week,
yeah. And then it'll be once they figure out what happened, it'll only be a matter of time. Everybody will forget about it.
Yeah, yeah,
It's just like, yeah, okay, we heard about it. Yeah, he got sentenced, or they found out who it was. Yeah, okay, move
uh-huh.
on. So what?
Yep, yep, yep.
Unreal.
Don't don't give them any more airtime than what
Yeah,
they
yeah.
do.
I don't understand it.
Yeah.
It's unreal.
There was a lot of people when I was in uh a journalist. There was a lot of radio stations and TV stations would never even mention the guy's name. And now, yeah, it's a towelhead from somewhere, but
Yeah,
a lot of radio stations or TV stations that I worked at would prohibit you from mentioning their name because they didn't want to give them any airtime.
right,
And I
right,
understand part of that. Um, the part that I don't understand is, well, if you want to tell people what's going on, tell them everything, not just selective portions of the thing. That was my take on either identifying or not identifying the people, or they some would even go so far as to not even mention certain crimes because they didn't want to have it come across as this city or this state is really violent, you know,
right,
where
right.
in reality there was.
Yeah, and
I
it's like when somebody goes into a house and or not somebody goes into a house when the neighborhood somebody's neighbor shoots his family and then shoots himself.
Yeah, yeah,
They always interview the dumbest person you could have ever seen.
yeah,
They'll take
yeah,
the
that's true.
dumbest redneck hillbilly hick neighbor and interview him. Oh, well, God, he was a good neighbor, and I don't understand how he did this. For once, I'd like to see somebody say, yeah, he was a dumb son of a bitch. I
Yeah.
told the cop, he's just fucking crazy. But they
You know,
won't say that.
no, they won't say that. And here's another under the curtain thing too. When I was down in Little Rock, and there was some stations, TV stations, would give the reporter um, a bonus, 20, $30, whatever, for getting the redneckiest person on the air.
Yeah.
There,
Yeah.
seriously, that happens, you
Yeah.
know, not where I work, but uh,
Yeah.
that happens. I heard
Yeah.
about that a lot.
It's just, it's unreal. It's stupid. Tell the truth. They think he's a dumbass and he's crazy. And I told the cops about him long time ago, a couple times, but no,
Yep,
fuck no, they won't say that.
yep. Or on the flip side, there was the Des Moines Register here in the state. I remember in the early 90s when Dahmer was first in the news. The Des Moines Register came out with something, and they like to have an Iowa angle on anything that's in the news. And they had the Iowa angle of Dahmer used to live in Ames, college town here. He lived in Ames when he was 5 years old. So the Register got a hold of somebody and interviewed him that said he had wild eyes when he was 5 years old.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Bullshit. They don't know that.
No,
No, they don't
no,
know that.
no.
So it
It's
was
just,
just,
it's they just feed into everybody's
yeah,
wanting drama and bullshit, and they just feed into it.
yep, yep. And that's all journalism is, based on drama and
Yeah.
crises and everything like that. That's all it is.
Yeah.
And I'll bitch about journalists all the time, especially ones in the, national news. Some of them, not all of them, but most of them are just out for the ratings, and they search out people that Dahmer knew when he was 5 years old, and they would say he had weird eyes.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah. Oh,
that
yeah.
that's just stupid.
Yeah. I just, it's unreal.
Yeah.
It's just, I can't believe the way the media is nowadays.
Oh,
I
it's
mean,
terrible.
especially with leftist liberals and the Democrats. Man,
Yep.
they're in their pocket, and they will beef up the Democrats and their agenda to think it's the greatest thing in the world.
Oh yeah.
People buy into that shit.
Yeah. As a
I,
matter of fact,
I don't I don't understand if what back in the day when Republicans and Democrats had an election, the Republicans were going to say, okay, this is what I'm going to do if I'm elected next term.
uh
But the Democrats would too. They say, oh, we're going to do it this way, and this way's better, and vice versa. And none of this, what it is today, mudslinging bullshit. Oh,
oh,
he did this, he did that. And oh, my God, they don't
it's
care.
terrible.
Oh,
It's
they don't care.
terrible.
They
I
don't
I
care about the country.
no,
They don't
no.
give a shit. They just want to stay in power, get all the money, and make everybody a bunch of sheep.
Yep.
Follow
Yep.
me. All right, that's all. We're gonna give all them fucking illegals free everything just so we can get votes.
Yeah.
And
And
it's just shit.
how did that work for him
Yeah,
this last election?
exactly.
You
Exactly.
know?
I just
Yeah.
they got the Democratic Party got spanked so hard they probably won't know what hit them for a while.
For a long time.
Yeah.
I mean, 15, 20 years, I'm assuming. I think it's going to be that long before anybody would trust the Democrats again.
Well,
You know?
thing I would like to see happen, you have somebody on in like an election year. I'm going to do this or I'm going to do that, and this is how what I think is going to happen or whatever. And if it don't happen, or if you get caught treason or lying, shoot them.
Uh
Shoot them.
huh.
Fucking shoot their ass.
Well, yeah,
That'll make
that'll take care of the problem eventually.
well, yeah, that'll think, oh God, if I lie when I'm in the running for office or senator or whatever, I better not fucking lie, otherwise they're gonna shoot my ass.
Yeah. Well, politicians can spin that anytime, any
Oh,
way they
sure,
want it. You know,
sure. And
they
they
can.
then they ought to have term limits. Get
Uh,
after 2 years, get them the hell out of there.
See, I disagree with that, and I'll tell you why. Um, a lot of my people, my friends and former colleagues when I was a journalist, love term limits. I don't. And here's why. I don't think there should be a law to limit my constitutional right to vote on whoever I want.
Right, right, right.
That's how I look at that. You know,
Well, yeah, but you have somebody in there like the Democrats that get in like AOC.
yeah,
I don't know who in the fuck she sucked off to get that job. You know, and then she's still in there and they still voted her in.
yeah,
And you
but
got
she,
don't you have a towel head in Minnesota?
oh yeah,
You
Minnesota
know,
is really liberal.
and she's putting down the country and she's still in there.
Yeah, but
What the fuck?
that won't last long. I tell you, this last election, when Trump bitch slapped them all, I think it's going to change. Just because he won so decisively that people just got sick of it,
Oh yeah,
tired of it,
yeah.
tired of it. Okay.
Tired of the bullshit they keep shoving down everybody's throat.
Yep, and it was, and I think it's gonna change from now on. Well, we got, the border coming up, and
Yeah,
it's gonna be taken care of toot sweet after
yeah,
Trump gets in there, you
yeah,
know?
yeah,
So, the hostages in Iran, or not in Iran, but in Pakistan or Afghanistan, the hostages over there. I think they'll be let loose before Trump is sworn in on the 20th of January.
yeah. That's very possible.
I think
Yeah.
so. It just reminds me of 1980 Reagan,
Oh
when
yeah.
Reagan
Oh
beat
yeah.
Carter so much,
Yep.
you
Yep.
know. And now all of the stories after Carter died, yeah, he made it to 100. But all these stories in the media just lionizing Jimmy Carter. Well, he sucked as a president,
Yep.
and Biden is, yeah, is going to be viewed just like that. Terrible president,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. He would.
He's
He is. Yeah.
Yeah.
He is.
He's just gonna be viewed in the history books as the placeholder between Trump administrations.
Yeah.
He said,
Yeah.
"Well, just sit here until Trump gets in
Yeah.
4 years and yeah,
Yeah.
just keep the
And
seat warm."
yeah,
Basi
we'll tell you what to say in the meantime.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep,
Yeah.
and
And did you see where when Biden was in office, 46% of his time was on vacation?
oh, yeah, yeah. What
And
else is he
fucking
gonna do?
unreal. Oh,
You
nothing.
know? Yeah,
Nothing.
yeah. Although, in his defense, speaking on behalf of the rest of the country, I'm glad he wasn't
Well,
working more
yeah,
than
yeah,
46% of the time.
yeah, yeah. But the rest of the time, boy, do you fuck everything up.
Yeah, he did. But I'm convinced Trump is going to fix crap
Yeah, yeah.
quickly,
And
quickly.
what else I don't understand, what really burns my ass, is why don't they get Biden for treason for all the shit that he's done to fuck this country up and sold us out? Why don't they get him for treason? I don't
They may.
understand why they don't.
They may. They
Well,
may.
they may. You never know, but they
It-
haven't yet.
They haven't yet, but um, remember when Trump got in initially? On the 20th, he was sworn in. How long did it take for the Dems to start talking about impeachment?
Oh,
What,
right away.
20 minutes?
Oh, yeah, at least. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So
yeah, right away. And
that,
that is they just weaponized the justice system. Is
oh,
all they did.
exactly.
That's all they did.
Exactly. And the country realized that because who'd have thought when we were young, teenagers, who'd have thought anybody would vote for somebody to be president who is a felon,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
And people realized it was just political bullshit.
Yeah. That's all it is.
So the charges were bullshit. And
Yeah.
everybody realized that,
Yeah. Yeah.
Hence the the uh the election, in November. He just bitch slapped her.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
just unreal. It
Yeah.
is. I still can't believe how one party of our government can brainwash so many people.
Oh, yeah.
And it's, I'm just so dumbfounded. It's like, come on, people, look at what's going on. Look what's
Yeah,
happening.
exactly.
I mean,
You
it unreal.
you talked about Towelhead in Minnesota.
Yeah.
Well, what Tim Walz, the governor of Minnesota, Harris's running mate, his big claim to fame was he put tampon machines in men's bathrooms in schools.
Oh, good Lord.
Yeah. So,
Well, fuck.
yeah. Yeah. Tried, I was trying to look for an interview where he justified that. I couldn't find it because there is no justification for that.
Right. Right. No,
Yeah.
and uh like them guys in they think they're women and they go into women's bathrooms.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know,
Same
if
thing.
my wife went into a women's bathroom and a guy walked in, he wouldn't walk out.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
carry a gun with me wherever I go. He ain't gonna walk out.
Yeah. Same thing. So, um, yeah. Uh, Tim Walz, the same, the Democrat Party, are the same people that insist there's no difference between men and women. That's why they let guys into women's bathrooms and guys play women's sports,
Yeah. Yeah.
transgender.
Yeah.
Well, he's a woman. No, he's
Yeah.
not.
No.
You know,
No.
that's the same party, and yeah, they're not going to be in power for a while.
No. Oh, no. And that was like Bruce Jenner. When that stupid fucker said he was a woman,
Yeah,
and everybody put him on what was that dumbass was Woman of the Year on some magazine. What
yeah,
the fuck? What the hell common sense go in this country?
yeah, yeah.
It
That
just
you imagine, I remember watching the Olympics in the 70s growing up. Of course, Bruce Jenner was the,
yeah.
athlete of all
Yep.
athletes.
Yep.
You imagine uh knowing that then what what we're dealing with now back then? No.
Yeah.
No.
No.
People
No.
would say, "Ah, you're lying."
Yeah.
There ain't no way. There
Yeah.
ain't no way.
Yeah. They
And
think he was full of shit.
yeah, yeah, and that goes with a lot of things. You know,
Oh yeah.
yeah, you imagine what my 20-year-old self would think now and what's
Yeah.
happening now.
Yeah.
Ah, you're lying. There ain't no way people are that stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly. Yeah.
yes, they
Yeah.
are.
They are. And I don't understand. I try thinking back. When did that all change? I think it changed when Obama got in.
Yeah, yeah,
And
you're
actually,
probably
I
right.
actually thought uh, I even told people this. There ain't no way Obama's going to get in for a second time.
Yeah, I didn't think.
I said somebody's going to take a shot at him,
Yeah,
and they never did.
yeah,
And that surprised the hell out of me.
yeah. And there's, I don't know, there's people that think that uh, they'll try to assassinate Trump before he is inaugurated. And it could
Mm,
be, hey, they've tried it twice, you know.
yeah, yeah. I mean, but then you'd have uh, the vice president step up,
Yep.
and
Which,
he would do the same thing
yep.
that
Yep.
Trump
He
would do.
would. Yep.
So
He
yeah.
would.
So was it JD Vance?
Yep.
Yeah, he'd
Yep.
do the same thing. So I mean, yeah, I don't. It's just you judge your friends and everybody by who they voted for, and
Oh,
that's
sure.
just totally stupid.
Sure.
Man,
Sure.
that's unreal. Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah. From what I understand, that um, uh, Joseph, who we had on as a guest the other day,
Yep.
I understand he's a really liberal guy, right?
No,
I'm giving you a hard time.
I know it. I know it.
And if Joseph is watching this, he's going to throw up a little bit in his mouth.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be getting a call from that one. No, he's not. No, no.
No, I know he's not. You know, you can,
But and you try to talk to somebody and give them the facts and show them and try to explain to them what's going on. Somebody that's a leftist Democrat,
yeah,
they ain't going to believe you.
no, they're
It's
not
just
even going to
unreal.
believe your facts.
No, they
No,
won't. And I've
no.
tried, and it's like, nope, nope, nope,
Uh, it
unfucking.
just, yeah, I just quit reasoning with him
Yeah,
because
you can't.
there is no reasoning
No,
with him.
no, you can't.
I learned that when the first time Trump got in. Don't even reason because you can't reason with him.
No, because otherwise, if you try and you reached your limit, they're going to arrest me for assault because I'm just going to beat the fuck out of them for being so
Yeah.
stupid. It's like, God, I can't believe it.
Yep. Yep. I
Unreal.
agree. I agree. But I'm
Unreal.
just looking forward to the stuff after January 20th. Get
Yep.
Biden out of there because,
Yep.
every minute is a minute closer to where he leaves office.
Yeah.
That's
And
how I view it.
the only thing I'm worried about is what is he going to fuck up before he leaves?
Yeah.
And they tried getting everybody a pay raise
Yep.
in this bill where they're trying to shut the government down or not
Yeah.
shut the government down.
Yeah.
It's just people just need to look and see how bad they're fucking everybody over and only pay attention. They're only worried about what's in it for them.
Friend. Yeah. Yeah. And I think as a businessman, that's what this country needs
Yep.
desperately.
Yep.
And not a Democrat, not a Biden. Can you imagine 4 years of Harris?
No, no, I couldn't. No, I don't know. I really don't know what I would have done because I ain't going to put up. I wouldn't have put up with 4 years of that dumb bitch.
Yeah. Yeah.
There ain't no way.
No.
Nope.
I would just turn the news off. Not that I watch news, I hardly ever do. I read the news on the net because I can determine what I read and what I don't, but
Yeah.
I read a whole bunch of stuff. But, I wouldn't, it would be like fingernails on a chalkboard every time she opened her mouth,
Yeah. Oh
you
yeah.
know,
Yeah.
cackling.
And
Ugh.
I listened to Charles Kirk.
Yep.
I mean, I like listening to that guy.
Yeah.
Man, he knows his shit.
Well, he's
You know.
common sense.
Oh yeah, basically that's all it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Harris is just the opposite.
yeah. No, he's one guy we should get on here for a guest.
Yeah. Yeah.
That would be a good one.
Yeah. Yeah. I think his language would be clean.
Well, yeah, probably would be. Yeah, it probably would be. But I mean, yeah. I don't know. This world is just it'll change dramatically.
Yeah.
The United
Oh,
States.
it would have.
They need to
Oh,
quit giving, and I don't know. I think Trump's going to quit giving the Ukraine money.
yeah, I
Yeah,
do too. I think
it's
so
just
too.
that's way too much.
Yeah.
I'm tired
Just
of putting a bill for that fucking war.
billions and billions. And
Yeah.
geez, you haven't won the war yet, you
Yep.
know?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I don't understand it.
Yeah.
It's just, it's beyond my comprehensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just am looking forward to seeing what he does.
Yeah. It ought to be
Really,
good. It ought to be
really.
good. Yep. It ought to be good.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. I think we've ranted a lot.
yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Got to save something for next week, too.
Oh yeah, I got a bunch to go for next week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll do that. So, um, hey, it's always good seeing you.
Yeah, you too.